Let's do Super Kids. Remember yesterday we learned about Oswald? Ah, today we're going to review the words that start with C and O. And so I am going to say two words and you have to either say O or C because they either both start with O with the ah sound or C with the cuss sound. And we have an action for the letter O too. You want to pretend you're turning off and on a light switch. You go ah 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 off, ah 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 on, ah 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 off, ah 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 on. Good job. Now, you need to tell me whether these two words start with O or C. Ox, otter. Ox, otter. Did you say O? Mm-hmm. They both start with O with the ah sound. Odd, octopus. Odd, octopus. O again. Car, count. Car, count. Did you say C? Yeah, those are both start with C. Coin, cuddle. Coin, cuddle. C again. On, opposite. On, opposite. Did you say O? Mm-hmm. And last one. Cardboard, clap. Cardboard, clap. C. Yes. Okay. Now, what I want you to do next is take out your little O card and you want to have that ready because when I say a word that starts with O, you want to put up your O card. Okay? Ready? Oswald. Yes. Can. Odd. I would like you to try to do it before I do it, okay? Cookie. Mm-hmm. Ox. Olive. Olive. Yep, that one stays up. On. Again. Baby. No. Octopus. Octopus. Yes. So you can put your O card away and we are good to go. Are you ready to find page 2 in your book? You need to look in your book and remember this is the page we did yesterday. Now you are on these 2 pages and they look like this. This looks like the inside of his book and we're going to listen to a recording of him talking and somebody reading what this says on here and you're going to be underlining things. And I can't do it with other colors, but you are only going to underline the O, not all the rest of the letters, just the O with the right color crayon. And so the crayons you need are red, green, blue, orange, and black. Red, green, blue, orange, black. One more time. Red, green, orange, blue, and black. When you have all of those, then you are ready and you want to have your book open to pages 2 and 3. And then I will play the video and I will see if I can get this all closer so that you can see it even better. And there we go. And you can actually just look at yours, but I will point to the correct picture to start you with so that you can see which one we're on. Okay, and if you have red, green, blue, orange, and black crayons, then you are ready to go.
Meet the Superkids. Student Book, Unit 2, pages 2 and 3. Listen carefully and follow my directions. When you hear this sound, your teacher will pause this recording so you have time to mark your answer.
Hi kids, it's Oswald. Cass and I are looking at the same pictures of animals that you are. Look at all these pictures. Aren't they neat? Oh yeah, the pictures are really great. I've never seen such odd animals. They are a little odd, but they're all real live animals. And the animals on these 2 pages are very special real live animals. They're really super. How come they're so super? They're super because they all have names that begin with ah, like my name, Oswald. Listen, ostrich, otter, ocelot, octopus, ox.
Look at the picture on page 2 of the big bird.
Point to this
Great
picture.
big crocodiles, Oswald. What's this one called again? The big bird with a skinny neck and long legs? That's an ostrich. Look, its name is underneath its picture. Ostrich. The book says ostriches can be 8 feet tall. That's as tall as the ceiling. And they can weigh 200 pounds. An ostrich is a big bird. An ostrich is an interesting bird, too. You said it. Ostriches don't fly like other birds, but they can run as fast as a car. Wouldn't it be fun to ride on an ostrich? Vroom! That would be fun. And listen to this. Ostrich eggs are the biggest eggs in the world. They're as long as your foot. Can you imagine having a scrambled ostrich egg for breakfast? You'd be stuffed.
Now look at the picture of the brown animals in the grass by the water.
Point to
Look
this
at this
picture.
brown animal, Oswald. It's a cat like my coconut. It does look a little like a cat, doesn't it? It has thick brown fur and long whiskers. But cats don't have webbed feet. Look, those feet look like duck feet. This animal is an otter. Yeah, it says otter under its picture. Otter. Otters live in the water and like to swim, play, and catch fish. Oh, otters sure aren't cats, and Coconut hates to get wet. Gee, I bet otters have fun. I saw them on TV once. They were sliding down a muddy hill and doing belly flops in the water.
Now look at the top picture on page 3 of the animal with spots.
Now I know this animal is some kind of cat. Its fur is beautiful, yellow with spots. Yeah, the book says this is an ocelot. Ocelot! And they are cats. They live in forests and they like to climb trees, just like Coconut.
Now look at the picture of the gray animal with lots of arms.
Oh, Cass, look at this animal swimming with the fish. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 arms! And it lives in the water. What an odd animal. It's called an octopus. Octopus! Where do octopuses live? The book says octopuses live in the ocean. They use their arms to swim and catch food. And when an octopus is attacked by an enemy, it hides by squirting black ink into the water. Wow! It has 8 arms and squirts black ink. An octopus is odd.
Look at the picture of the brown animals with horns.
Hey, look, Oswald. These animals have horns. It says ox under the picture. Ox. An ox is big and is very strong. Oxen are so strong that farmers use them to help pull heavy loads. They look a bit like cows to me. But what's that thing around their necks? The book says it's a yoke. That's a big wooden collar that's put on 2 oxen to help them work together. That yoke collar sure looks different from Coconut's collar, Oswald. These odd animals are really super. But how are we going to remember all that we've learned? That's a good question. And just let me think a second. Oswald Marie, I've got it! A super idea! It's obvious! You can help me remember all about these animals by playing a game with me. Here's how to play. I'll ask you a riddle about an odd animal, and you guess which animal I mean, okay? Okay, let's play. Oh, here's the first riddle. Ready? long, skinny legs. It's as tall as the ceiling and lays big eggs. Its name starts with A. What is it? Now let's see. It's a big bird with long, skinny legs. It lays big eggs, and it's as tall as the ceiling. It sounds like an odd bird. What could it be? Oh, it's the ostrich! Right!
Point to
Find
the
the
ostrich.
big label under the picture of the ostrich. Use your red crayon to draw a line under the uppercase O at the beginning of the word ostrich.
So make sure you are right here where it says ostrich. Only underline the O with your red crayon. Kind of like I underlined the O in Oswald right there. You want to underline the O in ostrich with your red crayon. When you're done with that, start the video again. I am going to start the recording again.
The ostrich is the bird that lays such a big egg that you can make scrambled eggs for the whole baseball team from just one egg. Right. Are you ready for the next riddle? Okay, then listen. It squirts out ink and swims in the sea. It has 8 arms, lots more than me. Its name starts with A. What is it? Oh, you mean the octopus. That was easy, because there's only one animal that has 8 arms.
Find the big label under the picture of the octopus. Use your green crayon to draw a line under the uppercase O at the beginning of the word octopus.
What color did they say to use? Did you say green? You are right. Make sure you're only underlining the O. And when you're done, start the video again. I'm going to start the recording.
Okay, Oswald. This time I've got a riddle for you. Listen. It's furry and brown and loves to play. It swims and fishes most of the day. Its name starts with A. What is it? Ah, you said it's furry and brown and loves to play. I know. This is the animal that has duck feet. It's an otter.
Find the big label under the picture of the otter. Use your orange crayon to draw a line under the uppercase O at the beginning of the word otter.
Pause the video if you need more time.
That was a pretty good one, Cass. Now listen to this riddle. It looks like a cow and is very strong. It can pull heavy loads all day long. Its name starts with A. What is it? Oh, this animal helps farmers and it wears a big collar called a yoke. It's an ox.
Find the big label under the picture of the ox. Use your blue crayon to draw a line under the uppercase O at the beginning of the word ox.
Pause the video if you
Okay,
need more time.
here's the last riddle. It's a spotted animal in a tree. A beautiful cat I'd like to see. Its name starts with A. What is it? Oh, that's the yellow cat with spots. It's the ocelot.
Find the big label under the picture of the ocelot. Use your black crayon to draw a line under the uppercase O at the beginning of the word ocelot. Let's check your answers.
We are not going to check the answers. We are going to go on. If you need to hear any of that again, you can watch this video again or just back it up a little bit, and then you'll be able to hear again. And make sure you're listening carefully for which color crayon, and you only use each color one time. Let's go on to the next page, and you are going to need your pencil next. We are on this page, and we need to circle the things that start with O, like Oswald and octopus, and put an X on the things that do not. And I am going to pause the video and draw a couple of those on the bottom of this paper, And then I'll do a couple with. Do you have your pencil and are you ready to go? Oswald starts with O. So we are going to circle Oswald and his book of odd animals. So you want to circle the whole thing right there. And when you get done circling him, then you want to trace the O's right here. Start at 2 o'clock and go back and around. And then start at 2 o'clock here and go back and around. There we go. So when you're done with that, then we'll want to go on to the next one. So if you need to pause the video because you need more time, go right ahead. And then we're going to look at the animals on here. There's lots of animals, aren't there? So cool. And so this, does anybody remember what that one is? The one that lives in the water and has 8 arms or tentacles? Did you say octopus? Yes, that's an octopus. Do you hear the ah sound at the beginning of octopus? Say it slowly with me. Octopus. Yeah, it has the ah sound at the beginning. So we will want to circle that. I tried to make an octopus down here and it looks kind of like an octopus, but it also looks kind of like a jellyfish. So anyway, it's supposed to be an octopus. And I want you to start here and go all the way around the outside of the octopus. So that's how you want to draw your circle. When you're done with that, then we're going to go on to the next one. Do you see this? This looks like what animal do you think that is? Did you say camel? Yeah, that's a camel. So camel, does that start with ah? Camel. Ah, like Oswald. No, that does not. So we need to make a big X on there. Do you remember how we did that the last time? We started in the corner and draw a line to the opposite corner. And then you start up at the top again and draw a line to the opposite corner. You want to make a big X. Okay? So those are the 2 that I drew so that we can do that together. And the rest of them I will help you a little bit with. And then we'll see if you can do the bottom row all by yourself. I am going to put this like this so I can reach better and so you can see just that page. Now we are ready. We are right here. Who knows what that animal is? You can say it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Did you all say giraffe? Yes, that's a giraffe. Does giraffe start like Oswald and octopus? No. So you'll want to put a big X on there. Make sure you start in the corner, slanted line across, start in the corner again, slanted line across, and you want to make sure you go down to the bottom corner. You're making a big X. Do you remember what this is? Did you say ox? Yes, ox. It looks kind of like a big cow though, doesn't it? But that is an ox. And ox, does that start the same as Oswald and octopus? Ox, Oswald. Yes. So you want to circle the ox. Let's go down to the next row. Do you remember what that is? Looks kind of like a caterpillar, doesn't it? Does caterpillar start with ah like Oswald and octopus? And on and off? No. You want to draw a big X on there? Big X. Ooh, what's that animal? Did you say skunk? You want to keep your dog away from those because otherwise your dog will smell awful because skunks, if they are bothered, they will lift their tail and spray some stinky stuff out of there. And then it will all smell like a really bad smell. So let's go back to skunk. Does skunk start with the sound of Oswald and octopus? Skunk. Oswald. No. So what do you need to put on there? An X or do you want to circle it? Did you say X? You're going to start in the corner. Slanted line down and across. Up at the corner again. Slanted line down and across. And then we're ready for this one. Can you say what that is? Did you say ostrich? Yeah, that's an ostrich. That is such a big bird. It is very tall, not quite as tall as the ceiling in our classroom. Our classroom has like a 10-foot ceiling, but it's taller than the ceiling in the room I'm in. I'm in my basement, and I call it my recording studio. So in my basement recording studio, the ceiling is only about 7 feet tall, and um, if I jump a little bit, I can touch the ceiling, which is unusual because I'm kind of short. Okay, so ostrich. Does that start like Oswald and octopus? Did you hear that? Yes, it does. So you want to circle the ostrich all the way around the outside. Now we're down here. Do you remember what that cat is? That cat has a special name. Did you say ocelot? That's an ocelot. Let's say ocelot 3 times because that's kind of different. Ocelot, ocelot, ocelot. So that's an ocelot. Does ocelot start with the same sound as um, Oswald and octopus? That was a loud noise by my house. I'm not wondering if you heard that. Anyway, let's keep going. So I'm going to let you do the bottom one by yourself. So if you think ocelot starts with the same sound as Oswald and octopus, you want to circle it. And if you think it does not, then you want to make an X. So either circle or X. You want to try to do that all by yourself. And if you need a little bit more time, you can pause the video. And then we'll go on to the next one. That is an alligator or a crocodile. Alligator. Crocodile. I think we'll call it a crocodile. So crocodile. Does crocodile start like Oswald? Think about that and decide. And if it does, you want to circle it. If it does not, you want to put a big X on it. An X if it does not start like Oswald, and circle it if crocodile starts like Oswald. Pause the video if you need more time. And the last one is an otter. An otter starts with, you have to figure out whether otter starts with the same sound as Oswald or if it does not. So think about that. And if it starts with the same sound as Oswald and octopus, then you want to circle it. If it does not, you want to put a big X on it. And that is the end of those for today. But I want to show you what handwriting you're doing. We're doing more of C's because we need lots of practice with those. And at the beginning, that's what we do, is just keep repeating the same letters. And you'll get better and better. And then we'll go on to more letters as time goes on. So you want to do C and C, capital and small. And then when you hear the reading, writing workshop today, you will also hear that if you have extra time, you can do in the journal, and you want to draw 2 things that start with the letter O and label them on there. And you can have your helper help you write what those 2 things are. So 2 things that start with O in here, put the date up in the corner right there. Since this lesson is longer, we're not going to watch the video for Oswald. Tomorrow we'll watch the video for Oswald. So be ready for that tomorrow. Have a great day.